of Bamiyan.
The question is the motion be agreed to.
Speaker.
David Shearer.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, the Labour Party joins in paying tribute to all our brave service and civilian personnel who have served in Afghanistan. The thousands that were part of the 21 crib rotations, our special forces, and those who worked for the ISAF deployment, as well as for Foreign Affairs and other agencies. They all did our country proud. They went there as part of an international effort backed by the United Nations Security Council. The decision taken by the Labor government was not one taken lightly, but it was made for the right reasons. Taliban were hosting al-Qaeda. The threat to the international community was real, as we all saw in the tragic events of September the 11th. Now, 10 years has passed, and it's more than enough time for us to withdraw. It has been our longest deployment, longer than World War I and World War II combined. We can all be proud of our soldiers and others who acted with the highest degree of professionalism and integrity. We were well regarded by the local people. The ability of our armed forces to work in communities and establish relationships with locals is second to none. It's something that marks us out and was a big part of our success, particularly in Bamiyan. However, it came with a cost, most sadly for the families of those soldiers who served but who did not return. And today we pay tribute to those who made that supreme sacrifice, the names that the acting Prime Minister just read out. Each of those 10 lives that were lost is a tragedy, and we acknowledge their loved ones. We also acknowledge those who were injured in the course of their service. New Zealanders are prepared to make the painful sacrifice, but only when the cause is worth fighting for. The situation in Afghanistan has now changed. Al-Qaeda is no longer a force. We have brought hope and promise of a better future to the people of Bamiyan. Working in post-conflict areas, progress depends on 3 key pillars: a secure and stable environment, good governance, and increasing development in areas such as health and education. In Bamiyan, New Zealand was able to strengthen all 3 of those together for results that will endure. Our close work with the local administration has strengthened their abilities. Our work allowed schools to be built, vaccination programs to run, and brought stability needed to allow Afghans to lead good lives. A question remains about the future of Afghanistan. It won't be determined by those outside the country, however. Unfortunately, the government we have been supporting in Afghanistan is blighted with corruption and has failed to win the hearts and minds of their people. But in the end, only the people of Afghanistan can make their country flourish. I remember being in Kabul when I was working for the UN, speaking to the head of the UNICEF vaccination program. She estimated that the program that she was running saved 30,000 children a year. In deployments like this, it's often forgotten that had we not been in Afghanistan and Bamiyan, thousands would have lost their lives and many more would have had a much poorer quality of life. The contribution of New Zealand has saved the lives of many and vastly improved the lives of many more. That's something for which both our personnel and New Zealand can be proud, and that nobody can ever take away.
Dr. Kennedy Graham.
New Zealand's PRT